We have already discussed when we are applying force on an object, so that force tries to change the shape of that object. So that is we are calling as a deforming force. When we are applying this force externally, the restoring force which is trying to bring back the object to its original position, this restoring force per unit area is called as stress. So the magnitude of stress is force per unit area. The more force we apply, the more is the stress. The units we have already discussed, Newton per meter square or Pascal. Now, we can classify in three ways how the dimension of a solid object changes when we apply the external force. If we take a cylinder, on this cylinder example, if we are applying a force, this force F, this force is trying to stretch the cylinder, these from the two ends. So then the restoring force which is acting exactly opposite to it, the restoring force will act in this way, like this. When we applying a force externally which is trying to stretch the object, then the restoring force which is acting against it, the restoring force per unit area is called as tensile stress. Similarly, when we are trying to compress this object, the restoring force which is acting per unit area is called as compressive stress. Combinedly, we call these tensile stress and compressive stress as longitudinal stress. So either we stretch or we compress, then the restoring force acting on that object, that restoring force per unit area is called as longitudinal stress.